You said you're addicted. You're addicted to this new game, and it's taken over your life. You're over RuneScape now.
I'm over RuneScape. RuneScape has bored me again because it is a boring game in general. It's one of those games that you can absent-mindedly play, which I do enjoy sometimes. But I'm playing. It's called Dice Calma. It's a phone game. You should get it at home, and we can compare scores.
Yeah,
but
I just downloaded it.
Yeah, it's just Balatro with dice.
Yeah, there's a lot less options because, like, obviously it's not as developed. You don't have the jokers and everything to. Yeah, but it's free, so you're getting what you.
It's fun. I mean, it's a good time. I've probably only played maybe 10 rounds of it. I got it 2 days ago at work.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to buy Balatro on the phone, but it was like $10, and I was like, I really don't want to spend $10 right now.
Yeah.
I'll just go and buy my $7 coffee from Starbucks and play this free game.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Dude, I'm so pissed. I ripped my fucking pants on this last episode.
I ripped my pants.
Yeah. I'm not anything like a Larry the Lobster, though, or Spongy Boy.
Spongy Babu. Have you ever seen that commercial where they, like the Japanese McDonald's ran, Happy Meals, you get toys?
Yeah.
And the whole time, I mean, I don't understand any Japanese, but it was literally, they'd say something and then they'd be like, Spongy Babu. And that is forever stuck into my head, dude. I love
it's gonna be for a while.
I love Spongy Babu.
Spongy Babu.
I think he's canceled now, dude. I think they're no longer making new episodes.
Bro, so I sent this to Charlie. There's a theory about the fact that like Jeffrey Epstein was in on a lot of the Nickelodeon shit going on because one, they showed a map of the island and the Nickelodeon splat was
I saw that,
dude. And then also on the SpongeBob episode where he gets his boating license or whatever, he shows on the license and his address was the exact address
Epstein's
of the island
address,
the exact address. And like it makes sense that Dan Schneider, the fucking kid fucker, dude, like this is crazy how deep this shit goes.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's literally every single facet of entertainment in the past 20 years links back to Jeffrey Epstein. Every single facet of not only entertainment, but our politics all link back to him. Even the smart Bill fucking Gates. Here's my crazy thing is I don't know if I said this on the podcast or not. I was at work. I tried to talk to the Microsoft Copilot, which is like their AI. Yeah. And I tried to get it to admit that Bill Gates was a piece of shit. I was trying so hard.
You did talk about this? I forget on what though.
Yeah, it might have been on This Place Sucks, or maybe I just told you. But literally, I kept asking it. I was like, isn't it weird that Jeffrey Epstein was convicted in 2009 of like sleeping with minors, and then 2 years later, Bill Gates was like, I'm gonna be friends with this guy. It's like it doesn't,
I've been thinking about this. This is one of my talking points. Is like I think out of all the people we figured out, this is kind of like a bit, but like I think of all the people that we figured out that were on the island, I think Trump is the worst because Trump has admitted that he was completely sober and has been his whole life. When you're touching those kids, and then I thought about it. I'm like, he's only admitted to one addiction, and that's to McDonald's. If you were, first of all, getting fucked as a kid is the worst thing in the whole world. I think we agree with that. But if you had to smell, if nuggets were ruined for you forever because you were getting plowed by a guy that smells like the Big Arch at McDonald's right now, I would be like so mad.
Never look at a Mickey D's French fry the same again,
bro.
Dude.
It's just like the most heinous shit we keep figuring out, and there's layers and layers and layers. This onion keeps unraveling, man.
Burger King was never there. Burger King
Big
was
BK.
never
He was just screaming the N-word on the fucking flights.
Which, you know what? Comparatively to what McDonald's did, not that bad. I gotta be real. Not cool, but not just comparatively. Not that bad. I'm not saying I want to hang out with the Burger King, but...
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Do you remember back in the day, Burger King they released their own... like Xbox game. Do you remember this?
Yeah, the Sneak King.
Dude.
Where you snuck around an island and... wait a minute.
Well, welcome back to Drunkbudz, everybody. Max, take it away.
What's up? Welcome back to Drunkbudz, everybody. Me and Steven are just doing this long to make enough money to become New York City financiers. We're gonna fund the next Nickelodeon and McDonald's, and we're gonna build towers in every major city.
Yep, folks, it's the new age of Adult Swim.
Yeah.
I don't know where you're watching, but thank you for watching, and know that we are on platforms such as Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Podcasts. But today we're just chilling. We're just maxing, chillaxing.
We're on Amazon Podcasts.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
I've never met a single soul that's like, I use Amazon Podcasts.
It's because they're geezers. They're dead. It's like I don't know what their base is, but like I don't. Also, like people that are listening on Apple Podcasts, for thank you, but I don't really like clock. I don't really clock in. I don't really log into because it's separate from Spotify. I look at the Spotify, then I look at the YouTube, but then you have to log into Apple Podcasts to see all the ratings and everything and who's watching and commenting, and I don't respond to those comments. I should probably start doing that. I might just delegate that work to one of the two of you.
I love when you respond to comments because it's like, you know it, brother. Thumbs up emoji.
I usually, yeah.
It's just like,
I appreciate everyone responding, by the way.
I do like people commenting. I like that you guys watch. It does give me a sense of purpose in this bleak, dreary world.
Yeah, shout out to the one guy, Weldon Gim, or
well, goddamn.
yeah, well, I forget his name. Josh Williams.
Josh Williams.
I actually, on St. Patrick's Day that just passed, I was out with my girlfriend and her work friends, and a guy who's adjacent to that friend group came up to me and he was like, "Hey, we know the same guy, Josh Williams." And I'm like, "Oh," or he said Josh at first. I'm like, "Oh,
Balloon.
which Josh?" I love how he's like, "Which Josh?" But he also doesn't know that I know a tuple amount of some fucking
There's
Joshes.
like 45 Joshes.
Yeah, and he was like, "Josh Williams." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And he said Williams, yeah. And so for whatever reason, I thought it was Nick Williams. So I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm starting a mic with him." He's like, "What, really?" And he's like, "No, but it's our listener. It's Josh. Yeah. Shout out, Josh. Love you, brother. I have yet to meet you." He was like, he was talking to me about him like I've met him. I've not met him. I want to.
That was my next question, Josh. If you could leave in the comments, have we met, dude?
Yeah.
I swear, I look at your picture sometimes and I'm like, I don't think I've ever met this guy. But if we have met, I'm so sorry. I'm bad with names. I love you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for paying attention.
I think I saw a video today. He has his own podcast, and I think he also is doing comedy, but he's done it at the Funny Bone, I think in Cincinnati.
Corporate comedy.
Well, yeah, but that's also...
He gets up there in a business suit and says, "I do not know the Jeffrey Epstein, the financier."
Bro, this week, this is so funny and so stupid, but TPS put out the episode with Jeff Pennick.
Yeah.
And I commented because Jeff was telling them that I was an electrician, and they didn't know I was an electrician. I don't know how that slipped through the cracks, but he didn't know. And then Jeff was like, "Yeah, Steven never responds to shit when I DM him memes of electricians being gay." I'm like, I wonder why something I've done for 5 years and you're calling it gay that I'm not going to respond to it. But here's what's funny is I commented on their episode, the spot on Spotify. Mm-hmm. I said, "I took my foreman's dick out of my mouth to respond to this. Electricians are not gay." And Spotify sent me an email 2 days later. It's been removed.
I wonder why.
But I need to calm down. I need to quit wilding out on Spotify.
I will hit days.
I think it's connected to the podcast, man.
I will hit.
Which is bad.
I will hit days where it'll show me nothing but electricians being gay. But lately, I've been getting this guy who, how do I even describe this man? He will Photoshop himself into pictures with like Sonic the Hedgehog and like just a bunch of furries and animals. But then he also posts real life videos of him, and he'll take a stuffed animal, of like a Pokemon. It'll be like Pikachu, and he'll just full on make out with it.
Nice.
So I've just been sending them to Gavin Ferkel, being like, "This is you, dude. this is you playing Pokemon in the corner of bananas, dude."
I like the videos where they go to Target and they show a fleshlight into some stuffed animal and put it in, and try and get it scanned.
or when they take their car to the mechanic and they wrap the fleshlight around the gear shifter, and they're like, "Yeah, it makes this really weird noise in reverse," so the guy has to grab the fleshlight.
Some of those videos of them putting the fleshlight on the fucking exhaust and just seeing it get blown out.
Explode, dude. I didn't know they could stretch like that.
No.
I've never had to stretch one in my life.
And here was the I was trying to write a bit
Not
about
enough credit for that
how
one.
when we all
honest to God, I feel like there wasn't. I didn't get my flowers on that. I'm about to deflower one of them.
Yeah, there it was. We went to the I was thinking about this. Like we went to that sex shop and I was like talking with Charlie or you, I forget who. No, I think it was Charlie. We went back and I saw one of those like butts with the pussy out the back, like in the legs, and you can. I was thinking like, oh man, this is gonna cost like $80 or whatever, and then I looked at it and it was a certain amount of money. How much do you think one of those cost?
They're like $300, $260, $300.
They were $350. I was like, oh my fucking God! You know what's even scarier than it being that much money? The people that are buying them, the fan base of sex toys have to be loaded. So that means they have money, which is super scary. That means furries coming in, not only are they in a weird fucking costume, they've got some cash on them, brother. They got some dough.
Yeah. I do love that sex shop. I've been twice now. Once when we went with Steven and once when I went all alone when I first discovered it. When I first discovered love stuff and cheap smokes.
I truly believe going alone is the best way to take that trip into that gas station / truck stop / sex shop
store / arcade. Question mark. It wasn't really much. Did we ever talk about this on the podcast?
I don't think so.
It wasn't much of an arcade. It was just a bunch of rooms with screens that were covered in some substance. I don't know what, because I'm not there.
You know what's fun?
You can pay to watch fucking porn on these TVs. But I don't understand why truckers aren't just out in their car with their phone. Like, why are they going to jack off in these rooms in this gas station?
Because they'll have a compilation of money if they don't spend it on something expensive that can actually give them pleasure. Here's what's funny though is like you guys, like, you went past the arcade, which was like in the middle of the store. You went to the back section where all the movies, DVDs,
the butts and stuff.
Yeah, all the big dildos were. But I did see the arcade.
There were little
I was like,
dildos too.
Yeah, but I saw that there was arcade open 24/7, so I did take a look back there. I got about halfway back there, and I'm like, I don't see any Pac-Man. I was like, okay, I'll just go back out here, and it felt weird because it looked like the back rooms like I wasn't supposed to be back there.
Yeah.
It said arcade open 24/7. I was like, I'm just gonna go play some Pac-Man while they look at sex toys. But then I was sadly I was very disappointed.
Well, the first time I was in there, I thought the same thing. I was like, I'm about to put my name on this Galaga machine in a sex store. I was like, I'm pretty good at Galaga. I could probably get at least on the top 10 high scores. And then you walk back there and you're like, what are all these rooms? Like, I kind of thought there was going to be like hookers in the back when I looked in the rooms. Yeah. But it's just apparently dudes jacking off in there. But it's so puzzling to me.
You took by the way, you took a picture. We'll put it in post of the screen.
You cannot put it in post. Charlie took the picture also. I didn't want any evidence that I was ever there.
We can put that in post. Oh, no, we can't. Never mind.
We cannot.
There's some woman post. Spread eagle. Yeah, mind.
And there's some stuff on that screen. And that's crazy is that they're just, first of all, no respect for the institution. They're just blowing loads on the screen and leaving it, brother. That place is disgusting. And that's the other thing. First of all, who is going in there to jank off? I get truckers get lonely, but you're not jacking off with somebody And also, it's disgusting in there, dude. It's disgusting. If they want to come at us for defamation of their establishment, we can show them the picture where nothing is clean.
Bro, at least put in one of those plug-in Febreze outlets.
Yeah, for real.
Spruce up the place a little bit.
Yeah, when you walk into that back room, there's definitely a smell. I think what else got me is they have the floors like they have at the old McDonald's.
Yeah.
It's like that brown red tile.
Yeah,
it's like did they serve food in here once? The place is crazy.
They should have a designated power washer back there in that arcade area.
Yeah.
But here's what makes you wonder how the fuck they're staying afloat, and it's probably truckers, man.
Yeah, it's truckers.
It's not. Oh, here's another thing I saw the other day. Wasn't looking for it. It's kind of like how you stumble upon stuff on Reddit. But like I was looking for another Mac on Facebook Marketplace, and I saw that somebody was selling their old furry costume, the full costume, $1,200 fucking dollars.
They are.
Oh my!
They are crazy expensive.
God. That is a lot of. That's what I'm saying. Is these sex freaks are really. Now I know it's a hobby because like, dude, I know they're spending so much money on this stuff.
Well, it's like the computer programmers of the world that are making bank from being at home, but they're chronically online.
Yeah, well, they got a little taste of that like hentai, and now they're like, how do I take it to the real? Yeah.
Look, when I was younger, I was into Raven from Teen Titans, dude.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Well, who was
There's a certain video out there.
Yeah, they started
baddies, dude. Come on.
There was a Starfire in my heart.
Yeah, dude.
It started in my heart when I was a teen. Brother.
I'm still out there looking for my Starfire, dude. An alien from a different land, dude.
Do you remember when Katy Perry released the fucking video of extraterrestrial E.T.? That video was fucking wild.
Do you know who Corey Feldman is?
Heard that name.
Corey Feldman was like the lead singer of NSYNC or Backstreet Boys. I shouldn't say lead singer. He was in he was either in Backstreet Boys. No, Blink 182.
No.
Who's Corey Feldman? Will you look him up, Charlie? I don't know exactly. He was in one of
like. How you're like, do you know who he is? I don't fucking.
He was like the lead singer of one of the big bands from. I
think it's NSYNC.
Where was he in? Let's see. American actor, musician. You know what? I'm thinking of somebody else.
Stand By Me, Gremlins, and
Will you
Friday
look up the lead
13th?
singer of Blink 182?
Oh, I know who it is. Mark Hoppus and who's the whiny one? Tom DeLonge.
Tom DeLonge. That's who I'm thinking of. Tom DeLonge. Literally in the early 90s. Actually, I think it was the late 90s. The CIA conscripted Tom DeLonge and taught him everything they know about aliens because they were going to release information to the public about aliens.
You said early 90s?
Yeah.
So I know you're wrong because I follow Blink-182 very closely, or I did. I know it was late 2000s that he did.
Okay, I'm bad with dates.
Well, no, you're
history.
fine. You're fine. But he did. You're right. Yeah.
The CIA did talk to Tom DeLonge, and
the
literally
first drop of nowadays, it was like because of him.
Yeah, and literally now that he's like this big alien activist, and people think he's crazy, but it's like this CIA, our government was literally like, we're going to conscript the biggest guy in music right now to disclose aliens to the public. And then they were like, nah, fuck it, we ain't doing that. And now everybody's just like, he's crazy, dude, he's an alien freak.
They spent so many years trying to like lie to the public, and they're like, you can tell they've been cutting corners because they're like, we're gonna get this guy Tom DeLonge, the most untrustworthy guy who just whines into a microphone. I bet you they sent out like a telegram of like Blink-182's album, like, don't waste shirts on, and aliens are like, oh hell yeah,
big aliens in the sky. But it's crazy. You know what? It can go both ways.
You are right though. I was big into. I just
put that on
Tom
the record.
DeLonge just came back, but he left the band for a while, and he
yeah, because the CIA was literally teaching him about aliens.
Left for, and he did aliens and airwaves or something in airwaves. He had his own band after that, but that was okay. They were all right, but it was.
See, I'm 50-50 on it. I'm either aliens have been here and the CIA knows.
Oh, aliens
and
are
they
real.
I believe aliens are real. Have they been here or not is where I get hung up.
I think they have.
I'm still 50-50.
I think because they've crash landed and we've taken what's crash landed here.
Okay, but here's my thing also. If aliens are so much superior and they have these ships that can travel faster than light and they're so technologically advanced, why are they crashing? Why would anything crash?
It's a good point. I think that something either went wrong. Here's what I truly believe is that they're not from outer space as much as they are from on this planet. Well, maybe, but on this planet past Antarctica, because I've seen all the conspiracies that I'm on. Jesus, this is crazy, but I'm going to keep going with it. I think that past Antarctica, you know that they have multiple countries have agreed that there needs to be a ship guarding a certain part. You can't go past a certain point towards Antarctica. And I think there's land past Antarctica that there's somebody there controlling what's going on in the mainland, i.e. all the countries that we know about, what we know is the globe. But that point right on the top of the globe where you know that Antarctica is at the top and bottom of the globe, like there's something past there. Because there's also been, did you ever hear the story of, I forget his name, but he took a flight and he saw that there was like luscious land past Antarctica, and then it never got back to land, but the something got back to us.
Can I just say this? If
maybe that's where aliens are coming from, is what I'm trying to say.
If you truly believe that there's land past Antarctica,
yeah,
you do not believe that the Earth is a sphere.
I don't. I think we've been given the blueprint. I'm not saying it's flat. What I am saying is there's more. Yeah.
You just don't believe it's spherical, because anything spherical.
I think it is spherical. I think there's more of the sphere that we are not.
But if you go to like California and you go, there's land past California, it's like, yeah, you travel over the ocean, there's like Japan and China and shit. Mm-hmm. Because it's a sphere. It's like when you start at the top of a clock and you go, there's stuff past 12. It's like you get back to 12 eventually, though.
Yeah. Also, when you take a flight, you're not taking a direct line. You have to make it a curve because the world is obviously rotating, right?
I mean, I'm not Neil deGrasse Tyson here.
I'm not either. That's why, like, this is really weird for us to get into this on this podcast.
I was just thinking that aliens are... Okay, can we get back to Tom DeLonge
now? Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay, so here's my thing. It's 50-50 on whether... I'm 50-50 on whether we really had aliens here. Either 50% were right, and they did try to make Tom DeLonge the catalyst to indoctrinate the public into aliens. Or 50% that the CIA was doing some more horrible shit, and this was like their scapegoat to like distract the masses.
Yeah.
I think that's more believable, to where I don't know when they did this exactly, but maybe they were planning 9/11. The CIA was planning 9/11, but they needed like some kind of misnomer to confuse the public. You know what I'm saying?
I think there's a lot of distractions that go on to keep us away from what's actually happening. What I think...
Eventually, they're going to media train us, me and you, on aliens.
I think that, like, other countries, it's been confirmed that other countries also have crashed aircrafts from another...
But what is confirmed these days? Because even something that comes from like the government, is it truly confirmed? That's what I'm saying. Is propaganda is such a big thing, and it can be used just to distract the masses. Mm-hmm. That it's like, even if it's confirmed from any kind of government or any kind of united government like the UN, it's like, is it truly confirmed, or are they trying to distract us from something else that's happening?
Do you believe in that Bob Lazar was telling the truth about all that?
I've never listened to Bob Lazar, but I know he is like, yeah, we 100% have aliens.
We 100% have aliens, and he was the guy that
he
went
was from
on
the
Rogan.
CIA, right?
He was the guy that went on Rogan and said that he worked on. He said it was a vehicle made of an element that was not from. Is very rare, but also we discovered and is on the periodic table that comes from primarily another planet, which is fucking nuts.
I'm not convinced either. I'm not convinced, and this is probably just me being a skeptic.
Yeah.
Is I'm not convinced that the CIA, upon people retiring, they go, "You're going to be our alien guy."
They also tried to erase him from his the college he went to, and everyone has come out there like, yeah, we know him, but he's not in any of the books. They literally erased him from ever going to that college. So they like tried to make him seem crazy.
No, wait, my college did the same thing.
I was like, can you do the same thing with my debt? I can't do it.
No, the debt's still there, but they don't. I mean, my mega master's doctorate, they took it away, dude.
I tried to tell people and they don't believe me.
They don't. Dude.
Nah, but Bob Lazar, I remember the first time I ever listened to that podcast. Dude, so I had known that like after Tom DeLonge came out and broke for the first time that they were aliens and everything and all that, I'd been telling my mom this for years, but she came in and she just got a new boyfriend at the time who was a great guy, and she still talks to him. He's a cool guy. But he had said to my mom, like, hey, did you just see this? This happened in like Congress. They just released that aliens are for real. Like, we have spacecrafts. And then she comes to me as I'm brushing my teeth when I'm still living with her, and she's like, did you know aliens are actually real? We have UFOs. I'm like, Mom, I've been telling you this.
Yeah.
And it took a boyfriend of yours to like make it make sense. She like definitely didn't think of me as a man yet. I was 20 years old, living at her house. I'm brushing my teeth, getting ready to go work at the hardware store.
That's the worst.
She's like, did you know aliens are actually real? Government just said it. My mom believes everything the government tells her. It's
really?
it's very fun. Yeah.
I'm becoming more and less skeptical as time goes on.
I think just it's so easy for me to nowadays take a stance of I don't give a fuck about politics. All politicians are corrupt, and that's so easy for me to fucking
Preach,
say.
dude.
And
I've been telling him this for years, but he never believed me.
no, I used to play into it, and then it made me, like I've talked about this, how it made
All
me
I got
so
from that
upset.
was bullshit.
It made me so upset to even pay attention to what was going on, because it's just history. It repeats itself in wearing a different costume, and I'm just so done paying attention to it. It's good to write material about it. It's very easy. Like I just told that Trump, like he had to have been fucking those kids sober, which is the craziest shit. But it's like, I'm just so done. I might be done voting. I might be. Because it doesn't matter who the fuck's going to be in.
Welcome to the team. Well, I've never voted. In high school, I was very much like, get out there and vote. It's important. But if you look back on elections, they say the only way for a president to be elected outside of the Electoral College is with a landslide victory. But every time there's a landslide victory, they fix the numbers. So it's not technically a landslide, and the fucking Electoral College still picks. So here's what I'm saying, and I'm not a political person, don't listen to me, but we
are legitimately stupid. We don't know what we're talking about, but
we truly live in an oligarchy. We truly live
Can you explain that word to me?
An oligarchy is a group of the richest people. Now, it wasn't always the richest people. Like Rome had oligarchies that wasn't necessarily the richest people, but the people with the most influence.
Pontius Pilate killed my boy.
Yeah. Allegedly.
He was one of the rich ones.
He was never convicted. Okay. There was no list, is all I'm saying.
They were still dealing with Jews back then, trying to control our... Never mind. Whatever.
We live in this oligarchy that all the richest people get together and they get to do whatever they want. And that's why I think a lot of like the left versus right, a lot of the black versus white, a lot of what they try to pin us against each other with is just to distract us from what truly is the issue, and that is rich versus poor.
Yeah.
Because the rich want to stay rich, the poor, they want to keep the poor down, the poor don't have any say or influence. The fact that companies can come in, these non-physical entities can come in and influence the political scene is crazy.
Yeah.
Is insane that Amazon can be like, I gave $3 billion to this guy to run for president.
Dude, Amazon legitimately runs a lot of the world, and that's scary. Like their servers are protected by the U.S. government.
Yeah,
because if they went down, shit would go wrong.
Yeah, I mean it is
fast.
It's truly.
I know that for a fact.
Yeah, well, they're the biggest company on the planet.
the biggest people. That's what an
And
oligarchy is?
Yeah.
Okay.
The people with most influence. Now, ours is monetarily based because we're a capitalist society. It's a monetarily based oligarchy.
You think that's how it works in other countries?
I think that's how it works around the world a lot. And even in China, where they're like, oh, they're communists. Well, they have sanctions. They have sections of the country where you can do capitalism. And those people are making the most money and influencing the country the most as well. It's not, we demonize one human because they put a figure up there.
Yeah. I think Dubai, isn't Dubai like, isn't Saudi Arabia, like, isn't there a lot, isn't that an oligarchy?
Saudi
That's
Arabia,
got to be an oligarchy,
if you look
right?
at every...
I thought everyone's rich there, so that's probably how shit's...
Yeah, so there is a ruling family, and it's more like a monarchy than what we have here, but that ruling family does own, like, 99% of the wealth.
Oh, interesting.
So it's like, and they are richer than anybody knows.
Well, I know if we take $1 over there, we're good for a month's rent. You know what I mean?
But yeah,
that's what I've heard.
No, I don't think that. It depends. Do you want to live on the ground? It depends
care.
on like
as long as there's a roof. I don't care
living
living on the ground.
All I'm saying
I've always said that.
Get a passport and go to Bangkok and get some hookers. That's the only thing that's gonna make you happy in life. The world is fucked. Okay,
close your eyes and think they're women.
Yeah. No, close your eyes and believe they're women.
You better, you fucking better, man. Or your shit fuck.
But
in a hole, dude. You're in a hole.
I try not to get political because it does upset me as well. But it's like when you
up top. That's what's good, brother.
When you look at like truly the world and history, you go, oh, like you were saying, it's just repeated itself. It just gave
Same
itself
story,
a different name,
different costume.
It's like my sister, who used to be a man, gave herself a new name, but is still an asshole.
Yeah.
You know,
here's a good example.
You can rebrand, but you're still an asshole, dude.
Well, here's a thing I did earlier. Charlie was going to some. He got booked on some show up in Kettering, and I told him, hey, before you get there, listen to the song "Fuck a War" by the Ghetto Boys, and you listen to that, and it's like. Bush, I ain't your damn hoe. It's just put everything in the eyes of Trump and what's happening today. It's pretty impressive how, like, I'm not going to war because you want to talk shit. You're over here playing golf and we got to go and risk our life. It's all I know.
Fuck, what is the
What the
other
fuck
song?
do I know about a grenade? All I know is the cops in my 12 gauge. It's like one of the best lines
Well,
ever.
I mean, that was the whole...
By the way, hey, Charlie, did you listen to that song? Did you end up listening to it?
He did.
Did it make you mad or did it make you happy? Because the beat is fire. He wrote that song in like 2 hours before he recorded it. Did you end up listening to it?
I thought it was good.
Okay.
Thank you, Charlie.
All right. That was like the God mic. He was like,
but
I thought
it's the same thing with Fortunate Son. I mean, they called it out too, where it's like, oh, the people with the silver spoon and the fortunate ones don't have to go to war, but they're sending all the poor people that can't just get out of it.
Don't forget about For What It's Worth, Buffalo Springfield.
Damn, that's true.
That's right, dude. There's another one. There's been a bunch of them that are like...
You said the silver cats in the cradle and the silver spoon?
No, that's about an absent father. Okay. That's about my dad.
That's about my war. in my
there
life.
used to
and
be...
yours, yeah.
when I was like 8, and YouTube was 3 years old at the time. Somebody came out with a parody song for that.
A heyday probably back then.
No, dude, I love Happy Tree Friends came out too.
Damn, that broke the internet.
I'll tell 2 different stories here. One night, me and my buddy were on. You know how the computer used to just be in the kitchen? It was one computer for the household. And
living
it was
room corner, but yeah.
Okay. At my house and my friend's house, it was in the kitchen. We were listening to a Silver Spoon parody, and it was just about Garfield, and it was cats in the kitchen at the peaking moon. That's where I eat every day at noon. And we thought that was like that's been stuck in my head for almost 20 years now.
Yeah.
That was like the funniest thing ever.
You were considered cool if you went out to a party and you were like, Charlie bit my finger. Yeah, dude. Like YouTube used to. That's what used to cut it. Now you got to get fucking feral to get noticed. And even if you get, because Charlie can attest to this. which he just walked away. But dude, he had a video that went viral. It doesn't do shit for you. Doesn't.
I know.
Not really. I mean,
That's
not
why
like it
you were
would have back in the day.
You were talking a couple weeks ago. You were like, those brothers know how to go viral. And I wanted to be like, well, what did it do for him then? 1 million, 2 million, 3 million views on one video doesn't do fuck all for you.
Doesn't do fuck all. Yet that's still what we're trying to do here. Which is crazy.
It is. Well, but we're hoping to have return customers. Thank you for coming.
We also care
Michael
about
Williams.
And we give you enough free content as of right now. Free content just to, actually, we give it to them and then maybe hopefully, our goal is maybe to start a Patreon and have a good following and community. Can you agree with that?
I agree with it.
We'll see what happens.
We're also
doing stand-up on the side.
The Patreon, I think, feels a little gross to me.
It does. But if we're giving them content that's making them happy, it's just like if they would have came to a show. And usually it's like $10 to come to a show. If for $5 a month, you're getting 4 extra podcasts, we would have to do an extra podcast or content. I feel like if we're making it good shit.
But see, I think that's where the flip is for me, is I'm not so much looking to start a Patreon to make extra content for you to make money. I'm more looking for this to blow up so you guys would come and see our stand-up.
Think so?
Because that's what
I think that would be a result. Here's what I think.
That's what I love, though. Like, I love doing this. This is so much fun. But I would love for you guys to come out and have a good time in person at a live show. I want to build like a live audience of people that I can hang out with and have fun with, and we all share. Because I think it's even, concerts and stand-up and improv, anything is like, if you watch a video, you can go like, oh, that was all right. I like that. But when you get into a room for a live show, the energy is palpable. You can feel it in the room.
You can feel it. It's in the palm of your hand. And it's like, I would feel so bad if I didn't deliver very well after a show.
Yeah.
God, I would feel so bad. But that's why I would, and like the whole thing about the Patreon is, say we made a living off of it, if we had to quit our jobs, we'd have more time to dedicate towards a better product to keep putting
right.
And that's what the payout, and hopefully, and we would have to keep up our deal of, hey, we're not going to fuck off, get drunk, and piss away our days. We would have to make content.
I guess it's a means to an end kind of thing, to where it's like, you guys will fund us to do something so we can do more for you guys.
It would be the cool thing about a Patreon. I think that's miles away. Hopefully not as many as we think, but it's still fun.
Thank you to the 20-something of you that watch.
We just have to dream. That's all we're doing is dreaming. Yeah. That's all we're doing.
And
it's fun.
I think we're just trying to entertain people.
Yeah.
That's how I've always looked at it. Is
one step we took this week, not us, but kind of us, is the mic. Charlie and I just started we just got an open mic.
Oh yeah, and that was fun. That was a good time. You guys need to build a stage. Like how Cody Walker has that stage that's built out of pallets.
Yeah,
and
I could easily
if it
get
just
pallets.
raises you off the ground 6 inches, I think it would make a hell of a difference.
Think so? I think so. I'm not disagreeing with you. I do think a stage is
and it doesn't have
better,
to be a big stage.
But the issue is just bringing that to.
Well, I would say see if you could talk to maybe the manager or the owner and
not
be like,
yet. But
be like, can we shove it in a back room somewhere? A back room like a closet you guys don't use. Make it a stage that easily breaks down.
I'm kind of worried about. I don't know if Charlie feels the same way. I'm kind of worried about the bartenders are nice looking people. Is what I'll say.
I already know what you're worried about, bro.
I'm worried about the creepy, unfuckable open micers being creepy. And yet unfuckable, like I just described. It's whatever, but it's being weird towards them. It's going to be
had that thought immediately. When I walked in, I went, oh, there's pretty people here. They're going to regret saying yes to this open mic in 2 days, dude.
Yeah. I just hope they're smart enough to know I can pull a tip out of these fucking people.
Yeah.
Out of this empty wallet, I'm still able to get a tip. But the open mic went well. I think we just need to tweak some shit, which is the simple
It was the
stuff.
first one.
Yeah, of course.
The bar was the actual patrons at the bar weren't expecting it.
Yeah.
So they all stayed on their side. I think it'll get nothing but better.
Yeah.
And then eventually it'll get a little worse. But that's because you got as good as it's going to get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then maybe we could. Yeah, there's just so much we could do. There's so much we can do. We were all hyped. We were all like had the mentality of somebody off of coke after the mic. Charlie, Nick, and I. We were like, oh my god, it fucking worked. Because the shit we had to deal with beforehand of planning the mic and actually getting it to go where it needed to go was nuts. The week before. We'll save that. Hang on. We'll save that for Red Zone. But it was nuts. But I had a good time.
I thought it was fun.
I liked it.
I think
it got way better after you left.
People aren't going to like this. I believe it because I was up in the first. I left at like comic number 7, so it was 30 minutes in. I think, and people aren't going to like to hear this. Other comedians, you guys need to doctor the list.
Yeah, you said that. We'll do it.
And it was the first one. You didn't know, meaning like actually pick the lineup, and not like pick it, being like, oh, only these people are going up. But be like, oh, there's some new people. There's 2 new people, and I'm going to put up somebody that I know is going to do good.
Also, that's why like Charlie gets put.
You mean like versus doing like, oh, what do you want to go early, late?
They could still say early and late, but you know how John Holmes, like even if you say early, you might go as late as 15th.
Right.
You know, he doctors that list, and I don't know if this is news to you guys out there. Sorry if this is news to you, but John Holmes will doctor the list in order to make the show not just a slog, not 45 minutes of absolutely new people that are just going to ruin the vibe.
Right.
Yeah. You know? So
he knows.
It's just little things. It's like the first one was very fun. I had a great time. I thought it was a good audience.
Yeah, it'll only
it's
get
just
better.
Little things that you kind of you pick up on, and you realize. Even Kenton Bear, he was like, "I feel bad because I'm doctoring it," and I was like, "You need to do that. It's such a necessary thing, especially when you want people to come back and have an audience."
Yeah, well, it's almost like and I'm not entirely sure, but. I mean, Phil does it every week at Bananas.
Yeah.
And that's always a great show.
100% he does.
That's the standard right there is the fucking pro-am. Granted, they got a fucking club set up, but, I mean, still.
Still, though, yeah, if he put all 8 new people that just started comedy 2 weeks ago and decided to sign up for the pro-am together, those people would never come back. I mean, granted, most of the time they're not coming back anyway.
Yeah. Hey, can I take a pee really quick?
Sweet. He just gave me a compliment. He said, "Hey man, don't take this the wrong way, but I can tell you do a lot of shitty rooms." And I went, "Yeah, dude."
Damn, that's actually so nice. That's when Mike told me. That's when Mike Frank, who is never he's never on the offense. He's never trying to dish anything. I was telling him. I've told this story multiple times about how he was like a. When I was at Tap Room, I said, yeah, I try and do a new thing every Wednesday at Tap Room. I try and do new material every Wednesday. And he was like, well, hey, man, isn't everything you're doing new? And I was like, damn.
Kind of got a point.
Shouldn't it? He was like, shouldn't everything be new? Aren't you a new comic? And I was like, God, you're right.
Well, he's kind of got a point.
And him and Nick Noble were like, they were kind of laughing about it because they've known, but I do also get that. You know what I mean? It's I did get to see Nick Noble yesterday. God damn, that was so fun. Yeah. Dude, I hugged him and he's like, oh my God, you guys have a mic. He said that he's going to show up Wednesday. I said, Nick, you get preference, like
you get preference over everything. You don't even gotta come to the pro-am.
He's the first guy that ever brought me up. I'll always cherish. Millions is the shit. No, it's nice. There was one thing I was gonna tell you.
He bought me a Sprite yesterday.
He brought you a Sprite?
Well, actually, he brought me a Sprite and he said, I didn't mean to order this, and I didn't ask any further questions because I don't know how you accidentally order a Sprite.
Bought me a beer. He bought me a beer.
Yeah, very
and
nice.
he was so kind. He was like, he bought me a beer, and then I went up after him still. I said, hey, can I get another? Because I'm not waiting in this line. Dude, that line is fucking insane at Chameleon. Crazy. I love you. I love Chameleon. Chameleon's awesome.
I do think there's a lot of benefit to doing a shitty room. And I think a lot of people kind of dread it when they see a shitty room.
It's supposed to humble you. That's for sure.
I don't, but I don't think that's the thing. You should almost learn. I think setting up going up in a shitty room is almost better training to be a host than most host spots. You know, because it teaches you about a cold room and what you can do to kind of mitigate that. Yeah. And when you get up there and you're like,
I'm not gonna lie.
s-
The first time I went up, like this past Wednesday, I felt like nobody was paying attention to me. I was just speaking into the void. I was
Nobody
still
was.
nervous, but it was also because I tried to write all the rules I can think of out right before. Like, and it's simple stuff. It was something I definitely could have just done right
Yeah.
before showtime because it's like just be fucking careful. Blah, blah, blah. And Charlie and I work as a team very well. Charlie and I are like yin and yang when it comes to doing really anything in life that we're doing comedy wise, at least not life. Jesus, what am I, gay? Am I living with
Yeah,
Charlie?
you guys are
Sound like I'm
69ing like yin and yang.
Yeah, I kind of sound like
And Drunkbudz head producer.
Head producer,
head
baby.
producer. It really doesn't help the gay allegations.
Yeah.
But no, it was fun. It was just, but I did think that I was just speaking into a void, and I think people are going to be surprised, like I was about Cody Walker, who I think we consider one of the better hosts in this city. He
Arguably the
I
best
didn't
host in
know-
the city.
I had seen him so many times as a host. I'm like, oh, this guy can't do a feature spot or a host spot. And then he goes to Bananas, and I see him do an actual host spot in front of a crowd. Kills. And I think I saw the first time I saw him was at Chameleon, and it's very odd. You see somebody that just hosts a mic, and then you see them do that spot. It's completely different
Night and day.
seeing somebody out at a mic or on a bar show actually in a club. It's completely different.
Sometimes I wish, though, and I love Cody Walker, I wish they would just give him a spot. Not because he is a phenomenal host, but I want to see Cody Walker just perform and not have to do all the heavy lifting a host has to do.
I think
I want to see him just spread his wings and fly instead of being like cornered into you have to be the host. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that, I mean, and people the people that don't know Cody Walker, which is the rest of the world, it's just a guy. He's a guy in the scene that's awesome. I think the more he expands and the new people that book him will put him on spots that are not hosting.
yeah.
I think that's how.
But
it
I
works.
swear, every time I've ever seen him at Bananas, they're like, he's hosting. We're going to put him up at host. And
Yeah.
I'm like, give that motherfucker a spot, dude.
Yeah,
Come
a
on.
feature.
Quit putting everything on him.
Well, it's
I mean, he's a great host. He
Yeah.
really is a great host.
He might also not be doing comedy long enough to have a strong feature act. You know what I mean? That might be the
No,
case.
I'm not saying like on a weekend. I'm just saying as a pro-am spot, even at the pro-am. Like, don't corner him and always make him the host.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I just want to see him do like a normal spot where he doesn't have to do the heavy lifting. He can just get up there and do his stuff.
Oh, you're saying at the end, like, because there's only two spots that are really guaranteed. It's the host that Phil can plan for and the headline spot.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough. That's whatever. I don't know. Here's what something. This is the gross part of the podcast, dude. My bowel movements have been crazy this week. Literally shit black.
Go to the doctor.
Very dark green is all I'm saying.
Okay, no, if it's still green, we're good.
Yeah.
As long as it's not black.
The wipes were.
Black means you're fucking.
Yeah.
No, brown, if it looks like coffee grounds, means you're bleeding.
That's every shit.
What are you talking?
But if it looks... Wait a minute. Look it up, Charlie.
Yeah. This is crazy.
Is it black?
Trust me, I've gone to the poop doctor more than anybody in this room.
That's fair. I'll give you
I
that.
promise you, if it's like black and sticky, that means you have an
Sticky?
intestinal bleed.
Oh.
What is this, weed?
And then
it's
you
black and
should,
sticky.
and then you should go to the hospital. But like, if it's any
It'll
other,
probably be fine.
if it's any other color, I wouldn't really worry about it, bro.
Well,
I mean,
it was just solid. That's all I cared about.
Yeah.
yeah.
I've eaten a lot of beets in my life, and those things will give you
Damn.
a scare.
Yeah. Well, it's also I've been shoveling in jelly beans like it's crazy. The shit with all the artificial dyes. That's what'll make your shit green and different colors. Like, dude. Fuck. I'll have to bleep her name out. My girl bought she bought the Starburst jelly beans. Dude, it's Easter candy season. I'm pumped.
I gotta be honest. By far, my least favorite candy is
What?
jelly beans.
I love jelly
I
beans.
hate jelly beans.
They the shit, bruh.
I don't even think they're overrated because most people I talk to are like, they're all right. They're okay. I'd eat a handful.
Yeah.
But
Not me.
I feel like jelly beans are like it's like old people candy.
Yeah,
it's like Werther's.
it's like a bit of honey.
Also,
It's like, who the
bit
fuck
of
is
honey
buying that?
suck. My coworkers will bring those in because they're all just old white guys, and they bring in the Werthers. Yeah, the Werthers,
I love the
and
Werthers,
but it's
not
the
gonna lie.
green apple ones with the green apple center. Very good, very very good. And then also they'll bring in the bit of honeys, and I'm like, God, it's like
Bit of
chewing
honeys
on.
can get
Legitimately, it's like chewing on what's it called, like plumber putty, if you know what that is.
Well, yeah.
That shit is nasty.
What are those? Not the Laffy Taffies, but those big taffies they have. They come in the bar.
Charleston chews.
No, I've never had a Charleston chew.
Foul. They're not good.
I could imagine. It's just like fucking put all the old people in a home already and then ship the candy there. Give me nerds, motherfucker. Give me a nerds rope.
He's saying let's get an island
love
for
a nerds
old
rope.
people.
I'm ageist. I'm ageist until I get to that age, and then I'll eat bitter honeys.
Bro, you think you're going to
and
put your
talk
mom
about
in
the
a home
government.
in the future? You think when she gets old enough, put her in a home?
No, I imagine my stepdad's gonna die at some point, and then my my mom is just gonna move in with one of my sisters.
That'd be a good idea.
What I truly imagine is gonna happen. One of my sisters is already like planning for it, so thank God I don't have to plan to like put her in a home because that would suck.
That sister probably just wants a free babysitter.
I don't think probably, but I don't think I would ever. I don't think I could bring myself to put any of my parents in a home. I think. Have you ever been to a home, like a senior center? It's disgusting, dude.
Is it foul?
It's foul. You walk in, it smells like shit and piss. The orderlies are stealing shit. My two oldest sisters used to work in a nursing home, and they were like, it's
Is it like
the worst.
hospice? Is that comparable?
Yeah. Yeah, except for in hospice, they take better care of them.
Yeah.
Instead,
Hospice is
it's
like,
people that are getting paid $13 an hour to wipe your granddad's ass.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
And it just sucks,
shitty.
dude. It's
That's
getting old
shitty,
sucks.
literally.
Yeah. It's bad.
Do you think like if your mom ever moves out, she's like, I'm gonna bring do you want to talk about this? Your mom's a hoarder. Do we want to talk about this?
No, I imagine if my sister eventually brings her to the house, we will just set the house on fire and let all her shit burn to the ground.
You know what's crazy is like,
because fuck that.
To like prepare and make it not as bad. Your sister's gonna be like, you can move in, mom. You only get to bring 10 suitcases, and then, dude, she would literally have to burn the rest.
It wouldn't even scratch the surface, dude.
But she's like, how do I fit my grills in one suitcase?
Our garage is floor to ceiling with bullshit.
Yeah.
And it's stuff that hasn't
nuts,
been touched
man.
in 10 years that it's like, fucking throw it away.
When you said you had every tool, but you just don't know where the tools are at, that
literally
is like
name a
crazy
tool,
to
dude.
me.
Name a tool and we have one. I guarantee it.
Yeah, just like the only tool that's so miscellaneous that I can think of is like a fuse puller.
We got
which is a plastic. Yeah, it's like plastic tweezers.
We got one, dude.
Yeah, of course.
I know we had one, and then
you don't even use fuses in a home in a residential. I mean,
yeah, dude, it's fucked up. We got everything. I think it comes from being poor and also being divorced. And she was divorced twice.
What does divorce have to do with it?
She was divorced twice, and
just
very
carrying
poor.
Shit over?
Is that she felt like there's always a use for something, and she might not have the money to get it again. So she just holds on to it. And granted, she's not hoarding like newspapers.
Yeah,
I'll give her that. But how many fucking air fryers can a home use?
Are you saying your mom is too divorced, Tammy?
Oh,
She is, dude.
but probably more than 2, right?
Deep
No,
lore.
only 2. She's on her 3rd husband. It's going strong.
That's deep Drunkbudz lore right there.
Yeah.
It's going strong, dude.
My mom she's been divorced twice. That's how I came up with the 2 divorce. But it was,
I think her 3rd marriage has been her longest marriage.
Yeah?
So it's
this
good,
one?
dude.
I like your stepdad. He's
My
funny.
stepdad's a cool guy. I like
Dude,
him.
just a guy that we can bond over Loney. Different Loney.
Yeah, different kinds of loney. He's the grill hoarder. I swear, every
That's
winter
so funny.
a grill goes on sale and he has to buy it. He's like, this grill's fucking amazing.
We'd
and
be
you know
stupid
who's
not to buy this grill.
literally, and it's like you just bought that grill.
What if you here's something. You know Mercari. You can what about like trying to or Facebook Marketplace getting some good pictures together for some of the shit that you have.
She doesn't want to sell it. And
She
also
doesn't want to sell
She
it?
doesn't want to sell it, and I can't sell things that aren't mine.
Well, if you could, yeah, I guess what I'm saying is if you gave her the option to like, hey, this person's willing to pay this. What about it?
I guess, yeah, that actually might be a good strategy to just put it up on Facebook Marketplace.
See
or
how much you
Mercari
can get for
and
this?
get an offer and be like, hey, This thing you haven't touched in 10 and a half years.
But the only issue is Facebook people always want to trade for something, so she'd probably get hooked.
Yeah, she'd be like,
I
got rid of an air fryer, but we did get an inflatable pool.
Yeah, this pop figures, I can trade it for for some subs for the back of Max's car.
She's not collecting cool things. She's not collecting like vintage lighters. It's literally like home appliances.
Yeah.
Like we have 4 ice makers right now.
Yeah.
None of them work.
The issue is all the market value.
They don't work, dude.
Yeah.
I swear.
Ice makers is funny. And a good ice maker is a solid investment.
Hey, buddy. Our fridge has an ice maker that works on it too. I don't know why she's buying fucking ice makers.
Because she wants that like pebble ice. That's different.
That was the last one she bought.
She wants that Frisch's ice.
Yeah,
that Frisch's ice. That diner ice where you can stab your straw in.
Yeah.
And pull out a fucking ice pole. Yeah, from your straw.
So I don't know. She has a disease.
Yeah, I think it truly is a disease.
Yeah.
And
it's something mentally where she cannot let go of things. Which is okay, I suppose. She's not hurting anybody.
Okay, but
she's not hurting anybody. And she's not
definitely not hurting anybody.
She's not hoarding like absolute junk.
Yeah.
Like newspapers and shit. And she's not hoarding animals.
That's nice.
Which is the other thing. So it's like, you know what? She's a level 1 hoarder. She's been a level 1 hoarder for like 20 years. It's like, if I were to move out, my room would probably be floor to ceiling with shit.
Damn.
Truly, like she would waste no time filling up my room with shit.
Let's get into the red zone.
Dorothy energy.
Wait, hold on. I wanted to talk about this. You guys were talking about hoarders. Do you guys remember? There was like a weird, because like I feel like when we were kids, and stay with me here. I feel like when we were kids in like the 2000s, like Animal Planet, right? Mm-hmm. It was like it was all programs about animals.
Yes.
Like Crocodile Hunter, shit like that, and then like some I don't say it like
Alligator.
that. Shut up.
I know, but you're supposed to.
And then Crocodile Hunter. But no, then somewhere in like the late 2000s, early 2010s, they started experimenting with all these like weird shows, like Pit Bulls and Parolees.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And
What's
like
a parolee?
one of the it's like someone who just got out of jail and's on parole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there was this one show they had called Hoarders. Had nothing to do with animals at all. It had nothing to do.
Are you sure that wasn't on Discovery Channel though?
Oh shit! You know what? That might have been on.
I think that was a Discovery.
Also, I feel like most hoarders
Or
have
TLC.
You want to talk about Discovery? Ice Road Truckers, dog. Shh, come on now. And what's
Deadliest Catch,
Deadliest
baby.
Catch.
I did fuck with Deadliest Catch.
Bro, I didn't
hard.
realize, like, I didn't understand why fishermen got paid so much until I watched that show, and I was like, oh, you're just like constantly almost dying.
Yeah, the
all
ocean
the
is
time.
so dangerous, dude.
You're like
it's
you didn't
crazy.
understand why hoarders was there, dude. It's because most hoarders have their own ecosystem in their
That's
basements.
valid though, bro.
Yeah.
That is.
They're growing their own species in there, brother.
They need
Bro, for
fucking
real.
what's his name that died
Well,
from the
dude.
stingray to come in and
Steve
take care of the
Irwin,
Dude, no.
Give
You-
him some respect,
bro,
on
you
him.
know some people. There's people like those really fucking fat like my 600-pound life people
Show's
who
depressing.
just like they just lay on the same couch for like 10 years and don't get up. Well, what sometimes happens is that your body will like fuse to the couch because these people will lay there for like you can look this up. This is a real thing that has happened to real people.
This was a Family Guy episode.
And it's based off of a real fucking thing, bro. I promise you. I'm not getting this from Family Guy. He literally, this fat motherfucker, I think it was actually a lady. She's laid in the same spot for like 8 years, and she got fused to the couch, and she had a whole like ecosystem growing in between her back and the couch, and then she died, and then they had to like, I don't know if they like buried her with the couch. I don't know what the fuck they did, bro. I feel like at that point, I mean, the couch probably weighed less than she did. God rest her soul. But
Yeah, why don't they ever? Here's a good point. This is fucked up. Why don't they ever have fat people shows about men? They're all about women.
No.
do you
I
guys
feel like
remember
the ones
bi-
I see-
My 600-pound life had quite a few dudes.
Yeah,
on it.
the doctor's a man.
They were
idiot.
never
There was also a guy that bathed in like a cattle trough. Like
they
literally,
would have to
it wouldn't fit in this space.
Well, Louis had that
They
bit
had to
about
hoist him up.
Yeah.
On a fucking, it was like a horse that like broke a leg. They
Yeah,
had to
it was-
like hoist him up on like a crane, bro.
Well, Louis has that bit. We've talked about it before. How like you see on the show, he's like, she goes to the doctor, and the doctor is just a fucking prick. He's like, yeah, the problem is your hand hurts because you're fat. Your neck hurts because you're fat. And he's like, my leg. And then the lady would be like, my legs hurt. He's like, yeah, my legs hurt just looking at you.
I mean, nah, he
Like,
definitely he lays it on pretty thick, bro.
Well, he's like,
but-
and they couldn't weigh him on a regular scale. They had to take him to the zoo where the
Yeah.
elephants get weighed. And it's like, God,
Damn.
it's that bad.
That's
If
crazy,
you weigh
bro.
more than like 400 pounds to get an MRI, they have to take you to the zoo.
God, that's so sad.
Do you think they have to like? They probably got to take you in like an armored truck or something. I don't. No. Also, there was a Biggest Loser though
U-Haul?
too. Yeah. I got to rent out a fucking 24-foot U-Haul. But yeah, Biggest Loser was another one with like
That was a good
Jillian
one,
Michaels.
though. Yeah.
Well, apparently a lot of those people ended up relapsing too. I found out.
Yeah, I think that's a common thing with a lot of people that lose an extreme amount of weight is that you. If
Fuck,
you
I
don't,
did it.
If you don't,
I lost 60 pounds and I gained it all back.
yeah, you just weight cycle because you're eating because you have a deeper problem. Like when you eat that much, it's
Yeah.
not because you're like, oh, I just like food a lot. It's because there's a chemical in your
Yeah,
brain
you
that you're
got
not
molested, and that's how most people do drugs.
They
but
were eating the big arch while, while they hit you from
thinking
the back.
about when they got big arched. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you took all the people on Biggest Loser and just let them smoke crack once, they'd be skinny in 6 months tops.
I'm just saying. I mean, I feel like if we're truly looking at like how much heart disease is in the United States and how much like damage like the food has done to people in the last 40 years, I think you could argue that the food in this country is worse than. Like, I think you'd be better off getting addicted to drugs, truthfully.
RFK.
Well,
It's fucking.
I mean, yeah, that is true. He was like, oh, I couldn't sit still in college, and then I did heroin, and I could sit still. I'm like, yeah, you probably couldn't fucking move. like, I'm like, holy shit, bro.
Damn. Hey, Charlie, do we want to talk about it or no?
Yeah, dude. Oh shit, that was wild. Let's let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about the whole week, bro, because we had a week. First of all, this week tried me, folks. First of all, leading up to the open mic, that was super stressful. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna. I don't want to get into too
Let's
much because
not.
we're like everything's cool now, but there was a lot of, let's just call it miscommunication.
Backtracking and
Backtracking, and then we were like, well, shit, are we going to do it? Are we not going to do it? Is this mic still a thing? And so that was very stressful.
But we landed on our feet.
But we landed, and it went over really well, so that was great.
Great time.
I think it was on Wednesday, I almost got into a fight with a homeless guy because he called me a bitch, which I didn't appreciate.
Yeah.
And then on
Should've just been like, I'm a bitch with a bed, though.
You
And
called
then-
me. You're like, I'm gonna go back and get my pepper spray in my pink pepper spray.
Yeah, I was gonna-
Charlie
But you
Hall's-
said mace. Is it mace or pepper spray?
it's Mace.
Mace is different. You have to go to the hospital to get it removed.
Well, don't call me a
I
fucking
didn't know
bitch.
that, but this sounds like a man that's been maced quite a few
Yeah, I was
times.
about to say, how do you know that?
I've been pepper sprayed. I've not been maced. Mace, you need to go to the hospital. Pepper spray sucks. It's still equally as bad. You can't fucking see shit.
Charlie Hall got
either
called
way, listen. No, because here's the thing. I just feel like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like comedy's been going really well for me recently, and I'm very grateful for that. I also feel like there's other areas in my life that haven't been doing so well, like mentally. And I don't know. I just feel like it was just kind of all building up, and then on Thursday night, after the Chameleon mic, which I had a good time at that. Had a
Fun
good
time.
set. It was a good set. Fun time. I went to Arlen's, saw something at Arlen's that kind of bothered me. It was just some lady drama that I've been on and off involved with, which kind of
Lady
pissed me.
drama.
Lady drama.
It's not lady drama. Lady drama is misleading. I think it's just some brother. You saw the snooze you were up in with something else.
Well, yeah, bro. Something else was like fat. That's why I was like, "What the fuck is this, bro?" Like,
Yikes.
Variety is the spice of life, brother.
All right, you know what? Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't be hating on a player.
And you know that you don't have just one spice in your kitchen.
I should be hating on a player. You're right, but okay, but whatever. I was mad about that, right? And I was mad about a bunch of other shit, and just the news pisses me off all the time. Like I've just been kind of charged up recently, and I went to the vault. I'm like, you know what?
One more beer. This won't hurt me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have one more vodka or tequila orange juice.
That's crazy, man.
And I'm gonna walk home. And dude, I'm sitting outside minding my business, just with my headphones in, just being all moody. And this regular walks out who I've seen before. And by the way, just just to cover my own ass. Well, actually, not to cover my own ass, but I'm going to just say this is all alleged, by the way. This all allegedly happened. There's no proof that this actually happened, and this is not an admission of guilt.
This is a made-up story.
Let's continue. This regular walked outside the bar, and he was kind of acting weird towards me, like, earlier. I don't know why. We had always gotten along beforehand, and I saw him getting in the Uber, and I was like, "Yay, man, you headed out of here?" And he turned around at me, and he just, like, stared me dead in my soul, and he was like, "Fuck you, bitch." And then he just got in the car. And
then you saw red.
I allegedly. I mean, you know how the whole there was the whole funny oh, he's the crash out king. He's the crash out king. This was like a real crash out.
Right.
This was like an actual
You went fucking Super Saiyan.
Oh yeah, no. I instantly picked up my drink glass, which was basically empty. Fastballed that shit at the fucking car. Go up, start pulling on the fucking car handle. I'm like, get the fuck out of the car, bro. Get the fuck out of the car, bro.
Yeah, I'd be terrified.
Allegedly.
The Uber, allegedly. And then the Uber, the Uber drove off, right? But see, here's the thing. I knew where they were going. I'm like, I live around here. You're going towards the highway.
Dude,
so
you are
then,
so good at improv. This is crazy.
Allegedly, I sprinted to my car, which was not far away. I got in my car, and then I allegedly drove 80 miles an hour across Hyde Park Square, caught up with them, cut them off, slammed on my brakes, and then got out of the car, and then was in the middle of the street allegedly screaming at him to get out of the car because I wanted to fight him. And the poor Uber, who was some old white guy, just seemed very confused. I don't think he knew what was going on, and I feel very sorry for him. And I'm very glad that, in spite of all this allegedly happening, there was no damage done to his car.
Despite of all this allegedly happening, that driver was actually scared.
I'm just saying. And then I allegedly drove back to the vault, and then I walked in there, and then I allegedly might have thrown like 3 or 4 chairs, and allegedly might have cussed out the bartender and told him that if that guy ever shows his face around here again, I'm going to murder him and murder
Doc Holliday?
Everybody in the bar.
Not in my bar. It's not even your bar.
Yeah, I know. But this is all. But Steven, here's the thing though. This is all alleged.
And then you allegedly threw chicken wings at the bartender.
And then I did allegedly throw chicken wings at the bartender.
Then I allegedly went back and made my own meal in the kitchen, and then allegedly went home and passed out drunk with my cat, allegedly. Yeah.
Yeah, listen.
Allegedly first, he allegedly called me, and I talked allegedly off of the edge.
You might have allegedly called me in the middle of the fucking night, and my girlfriend allegedly woke me up. It was like, "Hey, you've got a phone call coming in," and I'm like, "Who is it?" She's like, "It says Charlie Yall." I said, "Why'd you wake me up?" Allegedly,
I do like how
guys, this whole podcast has been allegedly.
That's right.
None of this is real.
Tom DeLonge was never trained by alien CIA members. Yeah. That was alleged,
bro.
too.
Epstein's not even fucking real, guys. We should just stop talking about it.
That's right. People.
But anyway, I had a bit of a week, but I feel like I'm doing okay now. I feel like I've calmed down a little bit now that I allegedly got that out of my system.
When you called me the next
fun night last night.
It was. We had a great night last night.
When you called me the next day and you said, when I told you allegedly you should go to therapy, you're like, yeah, I go every week, and you were like, but I allegedly missed this week. I said, no shit. I said, no fucking shit, man.
And then I allegedly might have egged a contractor's truck.
Bro, you egged part 2. I forgot about it.
Allegedly,
Yeah.
I think you might want to cut this entire section.
Allegedly, this was all
A ruse.
Yeah,
It's just a big psyop.
Listen, this is all hearsay. Okay,
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up at home for this story that Charlie made up completely.
Listen. Everything I just said is completely untrue. I made it all up. None of it's real.
That was a crazy dream you had.
And it was a crazy dream. And and if you're a lawyer trying to use this against me, fucking suck my dick. How about that?
Not allegedly.
Nope. Actually,
full on suck his dick.
Literally.
All right, let's get into dates.
Yeah, let's wrap it.
Swallow that shit. Okay, dates. Where's my phone? You guys go first. I gotta get my phone.
May the first week in May, Wednesday, I will be at Go Bananas Pro-Am. They'll give me a full 5 minutes. I'm at the Pro-Am every week. Sometimes they give me time, sometimes they don't. But the first week in May, I am there, booked on the show. I get 5 minutes. It'll be a good time. It'll be fun. Yeah, that's all I got. Check me out on Instagram, Chill Sando. And you know how it be. You know how I do, dude.
You be moving different.
I'm moving different.
This is fun.
That's just because I gained 40 pounds and my knees hurt. So I walk different now.
Can be the next contestant.
Biggest loser.
Yeah, the Biggest Loser. They should bring it back. My dates. I'm April 8th. I'm going to be at the Go Bananas Comedy Club, the one and only, the very Go Bananas Comedy Club.
Best club in town.
And I'm going to be doing 5 minutes for sure there. You can basically catch us 3 there every week. And then you can sign up and go to the mic afterwards.
Village Tavern.
And then May 1st.
Mike, don't know who runs it, but they're assholes.
Yeah.
It's a fucking shit, Mike, dude.
Also May 1st I'm going to be on the Blake Hammond and Friends in Madison, Indiana. If you're over there.
Yeah. Charlie?
Yeah, I don't have a ton coming up right now. Obviously, like they said, I'm at the Pro-Am every Wednesday, which I may or may not be on. April 24th, I am doing a show at the Wooden Cask in Covington, Newport, Kentucky.
I don't know where
I think it's Newport, yeah. And so I'm excited about that. Aaron Osoris runs that show.
Shout out.
So yeah, shout out the Big O. It's whatever. It's one of those fucking shithole Look, Northern Kentucky.
Newport's nice.
No, I know it is. I'm just being a nasty
Everywhere
little
else in
bitch.
Kentucky.
I'm being a fucking asshole. All right, April 24th, I'm at the Wooden Cask. Hey, if you live in Michigan, I'm doing a comedy festival in Michigan, May 29th through the 31st. That weekend, I am at the Cassopolis. I hope I said that right. Comedy festival. Cassopolis. Listen, however you say it. Look it up, show up, buy tickets. You have nothing else to do. You guys are listening to this podcast. You know you got nothing going on. And then June 12th, I'm in Columbus. I'm doing the Clean Up Your Act show at the # Comedy Co. And then I'm on the Derby City Comedy Festival in Louisville, which is in July. So,
rad.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and we're waiting to hear back from a few other places. And
Plug
then
your Insta.
And Instagram is Charlie the Hall. It's where I post all my stuff.
The COK, the cock, the crash out king.
Allegedly. It was all a dream. I used to read. Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody, for watching.
We
Come
love
back next
you.
week. We love you. Bye.